Hi friends, so I'm back with a full body workout of resistance bands. So in my previous video I talked about a lot of resistance bands, types of resistance bands. Now I'm going to cover a full body workout with the tube resistance bands which I have. So many of my subscribers have asked about a full body workout routine with resistance tubes, and that is what I'm going to cover in this video. So friends, if you think that resistance training is only to build muscle, then we are partially correct. Because when we do resistance training, we are also training our body to do a certain joint action, to do a certain body function with more and more load. For example, if I have to lift a heavy object from the floor and stand up, so that is where squats come in picture. We do squats not only to build our leg muscles, but also to train ourselves to lift heavy objects from the floor and stand up. So every resistance training exercise has a carryover effect in your day-to-day life. So in this video, I'm going to cover 10 exercises which will cover the 10 major functional movements of the body which will have a carryover effect in your day-to-day life. So let's start with the squats. Starting the routine with the most functional and most beneficial exercise of all, that is the squats. As it covers larger musculature, it will help you warm up the entire body in the beginning itself. It trains the body to sit and stand with load or against resistance. It strengthens entire lower body as well as core and spine. Anchor the bands below the door for setup. Stand facing the door such that there is slight tension in the bands. Start performing the front squats by holding the grips below your chin. The resistance here will be quite similar to a dumbbell goblet squat where you hold a dumbbell below your chin. As a variation, you can also do the back squats by turning around and holding the grips behind your shoulders. This is similar to the usual barbell back squats in the gym. The resistance is not perpendicular to the floor, so bands will pull your body towards the anchor. So make sure you keep your core stable and get a good grip on the floor. Usually while playing any sport, running, sprinting or even walking, we mostly use one leg at a time, and the load is on one leg for a specific time. So along with squats, to complement that functional aspect, lunges are equally important and more functionally beneficial. You can also consider it as a one leg squat with minimal support of the other leg. For the setup, pull the bands anchored below, keep your hands straight and step backwards till the bands are having about 80% tension. Keep the working leg a step ahead in starting position. Sit on the working leg with full range and stand with resistance of the bands by pushing the floor with the working leg. Try not to involve the non-working leg while coming back to start position. You can do this explosively and increase the band's intensity once you get stronger. If you are experiencing any knee pain, then you should not do this exercise. You should stop and first try to address it with medical attention. The calf muscles are usually neglected, but they play a very important role in running, jumping, and other fast movements in any sports. To work these muscles, you can hold the bands just like in squats and raise your heels or stand on your toes and keep the distance between your legs just hip width apart. If your calf muscles are strong, it will help you in progressively overload in many other standing exercises like squats, lunges, shoulder presses, deadlifts, etc. It gives you balance and stability when the body is under load. You can also try this exercise facing the door, just like in the front squat position. Whichever is comfortable to you, you can choose that. Now the leg curls doesn't look like a very functional movement, but if you want to isolate and strengthen your hamstring muscles, then this exercise should be included along with other lower body exercises also. For this exercise, you will need to use the straps which you get with the tube bands. Make sure the strap rings are on the front side. The reason you will realize when you start doing this exercise. So to start for this exercise, you lie prone on a mat and simply curl your legs towards your butts. While performing this exercise, there is a tendency that your hips will be raised and your pelvis will be raised above the mat. So make sure that you are not raising your pelvis and it is properly on the mat. Now this is my favorite exercise, that is the rows. It trains your pulling strength and strengthens entire back along with the biceps. You will not need to train your biceps separately if you are doing this exercise with high intensity. So to train your pulling strength, anchor the bands on shoulder level, step behind till the bands have slight tension, and then pull the bands with natural grip towards your waist. Posture is very important here. Chest should always be out and back should be arch. And do not shrug your shoulders at all. This exercise can be done sitting, but I prefer doing it standing, which is more functional because you usually never pull anything with maximum force while sitting down. Standing in a lunge position is the most stable position I feel. The chest press is a good alternative if you don't have enough strength for push-ups to improve your pushing strength. Even if you are able to do push-ups, this functional exercise will give you isolateral benefit where one arm cannot assist the other in pushing. With the bands anchored slightly below shoulder level, turn around keeping your back facing the door and hold the grip such that the bands are under your shoulders, that is just slightly below the armpits. Now take a step with a lunge position to have some tension in the bands and just punch in the air in a straight line. See that the elbows are slightly below shoulder level. If you drop them further down, you will work more on the triceps than the chest, and we don't want that to happen. The overhead press is to train your body to push or throw some weight overhead using strength of your shoulders and triceps. Also chest and trapezius up to certain extent. You can see this one exercise can train so many muscles at a time. Just like in the back squats, anchor the bands below the door and hold the grip behind your shoulders to start. Slightly tilt your body forward to align your torso with the resistance of the bands. Push the bands overhead by keeping your elbows on the sides. You must have noticed that I changed my stance to a lunge position because I felt that this position will be more stable while doing this exercise. The Superman exercise doesn't need any resistance band or equipment, and I am adding it to the full body workout because it's a very important exercise. Along with strengthening your spine, it also improves the posture. So lying prone on a mat, just raise both hands and legs together, contracting all your back and glute muscles. If you find this very easy, you can also do a reverse leg raise to make it more challenging. I believe this is everyone's favorite, the crunches. The first thing which comes in mind is beautiful six packs when we talk about ab exercises. The fact is, ab exercise is not going to show up the six packs unless and until you have an optimal diet plan which will make it visible in a very long run. With floor level anchoring, hold the bands with both hands and curl the upper body as much as you can. Do not do the mistake of attempting to lift your lower back. Note that this is not a sit-up but just a crunch. Simply curl up. You can also do the twisting crunch as a variation by simply twisting the torso while curling up. And finally, the leg raises to end the workout. This exercise will be challenging enough without any equipment because your lower body weight could be sufficient for most of us. If you feel it's easy for you to do 20 to 25 repetitions, then you may add resistance with the bands using the straps. Make sure you raise your legs till your hips are at 90 degrees with your torso and slightly raise your pelvis to involve the ab muscles and not only the hip flexors. As a beginner, you can do 2 to 3 sets of all these exercises which I just covered, starting the first set with a lighter band and gradually progress with heavier bands. Alright friends, so we are done with the full body workout. Please don't forget to do your cool down stretches after each workout. So these exercises can be done as a full body routine 2 to 3 times a week. It hardly takes 1 hour. If you don't have access to the gym and you prefer doing workout at home, this is a very good option. If you find it difficult to take out a lot of time to do workouts, you can invest 2 to 3 hours in a week to do these exercises and you are done. So friends, if you have any queries regarding this video, do leave a comment in the comment section and I'll try to answer your queries. So friends, I hope you liked this video. Please give a thumbs up if you liked it and please share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe this channel. Thank you very much.